Yes, people, this is the World Cup prediction show where we're predicting all of the World Cups, the groups, the knockouts, who's going to win the World Cup, and my player of the tournament, and a few ones to watches, etc., etc. Before we get into it, we're just going to quickly run the intro. Give me 2 secs. We're back in just 1 sec. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we moved. So yeah, this is the World Cup predictions, and let's get straight into it. I'm going to put up a tab right now so we can actually get into things. Share screen. Right, that should be good. Give me a second. What's the audio like? Right, so obviously we've got like the EA Sports have like presented like this World Cup thing. So basically you can kind of see who's going to get who in the knockout. So let's get into it. Group A is obviously the first game is tomorrow, Qatar versus Ecuador. Obviously Qatar are the hosts of the World Cup. I feel like this could be a difficult group with Senegal losing Mane, which is we all know Mane is Senegal's best player. I think this could be a nasty group, a really feisty group where whoever wins, I think the games between Qatar and Ecuador will be the game that could decide who could go through. Same with Senegal. I'm going to go with Netherlands to top the group. I think they may draw to maybe like an Ecuador or something along the way. Obviously, with Netherlands probably are going to set up quite defensively in this tournament, how they normally do. I think I'm going to go with Netherlands just to edge Group A. In Group B, second place, I'm going to go with... I'm going to go Ecuador. And I feel like the one player I can't wait to watch for Ecuador is Caicedo. I think he's a baller. I feel like he's definitely going to be a player that Liverpool do keep an eye out, that we potentially might get in January. But that's who I'm going to go for in the Group A. Moving on to Group B, which is obviously my team, England. Nasty group, man. I feel like this is obviously the group of death where it's quite level, which you can argue all four. One of them could either go in first or second. I'm going to go with England to edge first, but I won't be surprised if Gareth Southgate goes all nerdy and tries to come second, because if you've not seen the pathway, if you finish first in Group B, the pathway up is fucking tough. So I won't be surprised if Gareth does go and try to play stupid mode and try and come second in the group, which I hope he doesn't, because like if you try and do that, it can backfire and you can fuck up. But I think England will win the group. I feel like we may draw to someone like a USA, especially on that Friday night. You saw in the Euros when we drew to Scotland. It was a fair Wembley. I think I'm going to go with England to win the group. Second, I like USA. USA's got some nice and becoming players. I feel like Iran, they've got nothing to play for. If they can sneak a result against one of these two and pull off a win, they could obviously go through, because obviously it's based on 3 games. You're not playing each other twice like you are in the Champions League, etc. So you're playing each other on a one-off affair, and obviously the World Cup, anything can happen. So I'm going to go with Wales to sneak second. I feel like a lot of people are tossing and turning between USA and Wales, but I'm going to go Wales. I like Wales. I feel like they've got some nice, steady players. They did okay-ish in the Euros. Obviously, Gareth Bale always sets the light world when it comes to Wales. He's by far their best player. Moving on to Group C. Again, this one's another tough group where there's a clear winner in Argentina. Then it's just a battle of who's going to finish second. I'm going to go with Mexico to finish second in Group C. Moving on to Group D, people. And then another battle of the group. I've seen a lot of people predict Denmark. A lot of people think France could potentially go out. I've seen a couple of people predict Australia second. Obviously, when you do tend to win the following World Cup, you don't tend to do well in the next World Cup. But I feel like that is going to be a myth this tournament. France are going to win their group. I'm going to go with Denmark. I thought they did brilliant in the Euros, and I feel like they're going to do brilliant again in this World Cup that starts tomorrow with Ecuador versus Qatar. Group E. I feel like Group E is actually an interesting group. I feel like Costa Rica are going to be the whipping boys in this group. But I've seen a lot of people really talk up Japan a lot, and I've seen a lot of analysts talk on Japan. Obviously, my man Minamino is going to pull off a masterclass for Japan. Tomiyasu at the back. Haven't they got? Doesn't Kudo play from? He used to play for Madrid. Isn't he Japanese? So I feel like he could be a decent player for them in this World Cup. But I feel like Germany are going to win I feel like they're going to be my underdogs. We're going to speak a lot later on who is my underdog for the tournament. But winners of the group, I'm going to go with Germany. Second, I'm going to go with Spain. I feel like so far, people may think I'm going a bit too defensive. You don't want to pull any bangers in there. I feel like I put Mexico. A lot of people may have predicted Poland in there. Some people, I've seen a lot of people pick. Yes, I've seen people pick Iran. Moving on to Group F. I feel like this is the most difficult one to call. I don't feel like Belgium are as good as everyone thinks they are. I feel like they've had that golden generation now. There was people talk about Belgium to win the World Cup, the last World Cup, same with the Euros, and they've not really capitalized on their golden generation, the players that they have. And you know what? I'm going to go with a shock. Croatia to win the group. I like Morocco, you know. They did all right in the African Cup of Nations. Belgium second. Group G. Not much said about that. I feel like these two are going to be... I feel like all those... I really want to put Serbia top, you know. They've got some nice players. Ilicic, Vlahovic, oh my God, Mitrovic. They've got a lot of itches in their team. I feel like will Serbia... No, I'm tempted to put Serbia top. I'm not even going to lie, but I feel like, yeah. I'm going to go with a shock in this group. Again, I feel like this group, I don't think Portugal are as good as everyone makes out as well. I feel like the defence can be a bit rocky. I feel like their attacking force is a bit very weak. I don't think Ronaldo, obviously Ronaldo's not as once he was Jota's out. Did Rafa get picked up for a call-up? Their midfield I feel like, is very good with the likes of Renato Sanchez, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes. You've got some nice midfielders, Portugal. But I feel like they've got nice individuals, but I don't feel like they're going to play as well as a team. So I'm going to go Uruguay top, Portugal second. But I've seen a lot of people talk on Ghana, same with South Korea. I'm going to go with Portugal in. They are my group predictions. Let me know what you think about them. But yeah, let's go on to the knockouts. Obviously, an easy one to talk about. So basically, this is not generated. So let's say if England do actually finish Group B, they will face one of these teams. But yeah, moving on to the knockouts. So, oh God. Again, I've spoken a lot on Netherlands this week. I feel like they are my underdogs. I don't feel people are not giving them the credit as they deserve. I feel like Wales, they're going to give up a good fight, but I feel like Louis van Gaal, tournament football, didn't get to the semi-finals of the World Cup before by playing nice defensive football. I feel like Netherlands are going to sneak this one, maybe like a 1 or 2-1. This is a tough game, man. I feel like Argentina, I love Argentina. Denmark, they've got the heart and the sleeve. They've got a real nice squad at Denmark. And then also they've got the fight and the badge. Obviously, Eriksen's going to want to put his heart on the sleeve. Obviously, this is going to be... There's a lot of players are entering their last tournaments with their countries. And I feel like Eriksen's going to be that last one. Obviously, what happened to him in the Euros was obviously not nice to see. So I feel like he's going to want to put a point to breathe. But I do feel like Argentina are going to go through in this affair. Tough one for England, Ecuador. I feel like Ecuador, again, could be an underdog team. On paper, we should be Ecuador. But we never know with England as Gareth Southgate. But I am going to go with England to beat Ecuador. Moving on, France, Mexico. France. A lot of people have been speaking about France. They could go out, but I just don't see France going out. I really don't. I like France. I feel like France are going to beat Mexico. Castro is not going to be happy. Moving on, match day 5 is an interesting one. So obviously, if these two teams do meet by coming first or second, Germany or Belgium. But yeah, the route to the final is not an easy one for either team. I'm going to go with Germany. I feel like Belgium, I feel like they could be the team that could go out early. Out of the big boy nations, I feel like they're going to be one of the first ones to go and not make it to pass into the quarterfinals. Portugal, Brazil. I feel like Brazil are going to wipe the floor with Portugal. I really do. I feel like Brazil are going to be way too strong for them. And Portugal, again, I feel like they're going to be one of those teams that do go out early. I feel like people talk about Portugal can win the tournament. No way. They ain't getting past Brazil. Croatia, Spain, man. Wasn't this a semi-final? No, this was a quarter-final, I believe, in the Euros. I remember this. Or was that Denmark? Did Croatia make it out of the groups in the Euros? Because there's Scotland and Czech Republic. Czech Republic made it through, didn't they? Yeah. So, yeah. It's an interesting one. I'm going to go with another upset. People may not be giving credit. I'm going to go with Croatia. Oh, my God. What a game. This could be one of the games of the tournament. Uruguay, Serbia, the Battle of South America. Obviously, Serbia are not from South America. I do know that. But wasn't this like a game that happened like 10 years ago and like Suarez like bit one of Serbia's players or some shit? I saw something about it the other day. This is going to be a scrappy fucking game. You got warriors in both teams. You look at the teams in both teams, you got warriors. I feel like this is going to be one where it's going to be a red card. I feel like it's going to be this could be like a 4-3, 3-2 with a red card in this game. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to this game if this game does happen via their groups. I'm going to go with Uruguay. Oh my God. Quarterfinals, match day 1. Oh my God. Argentina to beat the Netherlands. Argentina. Oh my God. I feel like Germany have a real nice team, but I feel like they're one tournament too early. They've got some really nice players, obviously, Alexa Musiala. They've got a real nice team, Germany. Same with obviously Brazil as well. But Brazil. I've got to go with Brazil. I feel like Germany are getting at one tournament too early. I feel like they could be an underdog in this tournament. Obviously, they are Germany. They know how to win these tournaments. They won the World Cup like 4 times or something like that. So I do think that England versus France. Oh my God. Tough. This is tough. Really, really tough. I've seen reports that France are going to play a back. They're going to play 4 at the back, not a 3 at the back, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's going to end up being true. Apparently, I've seen they're going to play Upamecano and Ibu as their starting centre backs for this World Cup, with Saliba not being starting, which is madness. Obviously, he's been sick for Arsenal. Quarterfinals 3 though. I feel like we're going to win. I feel like we will beat France. I like France, but I feel like there's so many fucking big egos in that team, and I feel like that could let them down. And I feel like England will probably set up super defensive, take their chance and win it 1-0 probably. Croatia, Uruguay. Again, another 50-50 tip. I'm going to go with Uruguay. Oh my God. Without spoiling it, I feel like Argentina will beat Brazil. This is the game. I feel like these are the top 2 to win the tournament, in my opinion. Argentina and Brazil. I feel like this is Argentina's tournament, man. I really do. England. I feel like Brazil will beat Uruguay in the 3rd place playoff, the final. Without being completely biased, I'm going to go with Argentina. The thing is, for me, I don't like to be biased. I feel like this is Argentina's tournament. They've got some really nice, talented players, Argentina. Messi's back into the form of his life. I think there's something like 28 games unbeaten. Obviously, what was it, 8 years ago, they got to the World Cup final, lost to Germany. I feel like they're going to go one step further now. I think they're going to win it. This is Messi's last dance. There's a lot of players in their last dance. No, I do think we could win. But I feel like it is going to be Argentina that does win the World Cup. They are my predictions to win the World Cup. Player of the tournament, though. I feel like this all depends on who wins the World Cup. So I feel like if England was to win it, it's probably going to be someone like a Harry Kane. I feel like Lisandro Martinez. I feel like Martinez for Argentina is going to ball in this tournament. I don't feel like he's not going to get the credit he deserves, but I feel like Messi will be given player of the tournament, because if Argentina win it, they're going to give it to Messi, aren't they? They just are. Even if Messi didn't deserve it, they probably just will still. It's just how football works. Top goal scorer. I'm going to go Kylian Mbappe. I think, even though I did predict France to get knocked out in the quarterfinals, you look at France's group, I feel like there's a lot of goals in there for Kylian. And obviously with Benzema up front, not really firing right now for Real Madrid, I'm going to go with Kylian Mbappe to win top goal scorer. But yeah, they are my World Cup predictions, people. We are going to be doing live streams, watch-alongs for all the World Cup games. There are my predictions. Make sure you do smash a like on that. Much appreciated. But let me just quickly do one last thing. How do I do this? But yeah, there have been my World Cup prediction, people. Make sure you smash the like button. And yeah, it's been nice doing these predictions. We are going to be doing a lot. I'll tell you what my plan is for the next week. So we're going to be doing a live stream. These are my content plan for the next week. So we're going to be doing USA versus Wales on Monday will be the first live stream we do. Obviously, that'll be Group B for England after England versus Iran. I was going to do a Qatar-Ecuador, but I feel like I'm going to chill out and watch that first game because it's the first game, the ceremony that's going to happen, etc. Then we're going to be able to do one live stream. There's over 60 games in the World Cup. We're going to be able to do 40 minimum. I really want to push the YouTube channel, man. We're gaining a couple of subs now. The likes starting to get better. The views starting to get a little bit better. But then Tuesday we're going to be doing France, Australia, Spain, Croatia, Brazil versus Serbia, Wales versus Iran next week as well. We're going to do match day 1 reviews after all the games. After all the games are done after match day 1 before match day 2 starts. All the games after match day 1 will be done by Friday night. So we're doing a match review after those games, and also we're going to be doing a match prediction show for the match day 2 game / previews and reviews for all the England games as well. But people, make sure you do smash a like on the stream. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'll take care and I'll see you in 2 days' time for the Wales USA watch along live stream. Take care. Also, leave your predictions down below. Over and out.